Quick tip to all of you guys out there, do not start your morning with 10 cookies. But now that that's out of the way, I kind of just want to give y'all a story. So back in high school, when I was about 14 years old, I was fat as fuck, 300 pounds, and I was going through a club, like an after school club called Good Neighbors. Like basically we would be trying to go to like, hey, let's go to Guatemala. We're gonna raise some money doing some bake sales and some charity events, and we're all gonna go to fucking Guatemala, and we would go to like the little Spanish kids, and we would build them chicken coops so they could basically have an infinite food glitch. Because these chickens would infinitely shit out eggs as long as they ate seeds, right? So we were like, okay, we're going to go to Guatemala and support that so we can help the starving motherfuckers there. Like, it was a pretty charitable thing. I never ended up going because my parents was like, hey, that's fucking dumb. Don't do that, bro. I didn't know you was going out here trying to go to Guatemala. Like, I literally told them at first, I was like, hey, I'm down to go to Guatemala. I want to go there and help the little kids make some chickens. But I didn't end up going. But basically one day they had a bake sale, and I went to this bake sale, and we were basically supposed to bake our own shit. Like, I didn't know we were supposed to bake our own cookies, our own muffins, our own chocolate chip cookies. Like, all of the bakery goods we were supposed to make ourselves. But what I did, my dumbass went to Walmart, got like a tin of like blueberry muffins from Walmart, straight from Walmart. It was still in the plastic containers. And I was like, oh, maybe this could pass as like a bake sale item or some shit. I don't fucking know, bro. But I basically went to the Good Neighbors bake sale. It was frigid, freezing outside, and we were stood in front of a bagel store called Manhattan Bagel. And Manhattan Bagel here basically sells a bunch of New York style bagels, and we were porched right in front of there with our little white table stand and had all the bakery goods. We were all meeting up and we were trying to sell our shit, right? And all of the other people that came, like everyone else, so I'm not trying to be super sexist about this, but I'm just trying to give my observation. But this charity type of after school club thing is not something that a lot of guys would do. It would primarily be a bunch of girls that are trying to do this. And inside of this whole ass club, there was probably like one or two guys, and it was just me and then my gay friend at the time. And the only reason why I was doing this is because I just wanted to hang out with my gay friend. I'm not gay, I just want to clarify that. But I was trying to hang out with my gay friend, and the gay people, you know how gay people, they have this girl aura magnet around them. Like, if they're out here like doing, yeah, slay girl, like that type of beat, they're also going to attract the other girls and they're going to become friends with them. But they might have some trouble befriending guys because they're not really swinging that way, if you know what I mean. And I went to the bake sale because we were friends and I wanted to hang out with him, go out to the bake sale and just have a good time. It was a freezing cold, and we were all posted up onto the front of the table and we're trying to sell our baked goods. Everyone else was out here having cartoon drawings on the bakery muffins and shit. Like, they were looking real cute. And right in that category stood my blueberry muffin straight from Walmart, still with the Walmart branding tag on it, and it literally stayed the nutrition facts on it. Like, nobody's gonna fucking buy that shit, right? And I basically put it on there, and newsflash, not a single blueberry muffin of mine was sold in that bake sale. Everyone else, cute ass custom made bakery goods, were all sold out, and mine was out here just standing there, not touched by a single gust of air. But the thing about these muffins is that some people out here, some brands, could literally be taking these normal ass muffins and brand it and package it into a new ass thing. So when I was fat as fuck and I was eating really bad shit, I used to eat these things called Little Bites, and it's basically the package where there's like a little ad dog and there's a little bit of muffins, like little muffins inside of this package. And these are just some regular ass muffins you could probably get from Walmart. Like, I bet these guys, they could have literally gotten those same Walmart blueberry muffins and put it into that package and branding and then resold it at like a 2x markup and be like, hey, these are my new muffins and they're pretty chill, come buy them. And like, it's literally the same item they got from Walmart, right? And they could have literally been doing that. And if I did that in that Good Neighbors bake sale, I would have put those muffins into like my own special packaging, the re-unpacked muffins with an extraordinary blueberry flavor. Your taste buds are going to be going out of this galaxy type shit. And I would have basically sold a lot more blueberry muffins right there, but I was a dumbass and didn't know any business tactics. But the moral of the story here is that if you value yourself and you look at these items that are basically worthless, you see these blueberry muffins from retail sites like Walmart, but you put it into a new packaging, you see that new value in it and sell it at a new markup. Like, this is what people like Amazon do, right? They buy the shit from China and then they mark it up like 3x. It's the same item, but they put it onto their site and under their own brand and put up the markup on that. It's the same thing that could be going on here. I could have done that with the blueberry muffins. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I want to talk about my friend Lighis. So he basically is a graphic designer to OSU community. You've probably seen a bunch of his banners like on top player profiles and also on beat map banners. You'll probably see his banners. They're beautifully made. He makes them in Photoshop, and I don't know how the fuck he does it, but he's making these beautiful as anime ubu Desu-chan banners, and people are going to be looking at them and be like, hey, this looks pretty fire. And sometimes Lighis, he sends me like free graphic design stuff, like just for me. Like I think he's just like doing it out of his own boredom. I thought it was a client acquisition tactic, because it's a client acquisition tactic to DM people and like give them free shit, and then eventually you can get them to buy from you. And honestly, he's doing a great job with that. Like, I don't know if he's doing it intentionally or not, but he's out here doing this for a lot of people. I think he might be just doing it because he's one, bored, or two, out of his own kindness of his heart. So God bless Lighis. But basically, he's sending out these free ass shit to me. And the last video that I made this channel, where I basically made like a preview, like a trial of the Cap Yap, and I had this overlay that I just threw together on OBS. Like, it was honestly kind of shit. And Lighis is out here sending me like a new ass banner. Like, I didn't even have to pay anything. He just sent me the whole ass thing, Photoshop file and all, so I can customize it. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're just giving this shit to me for free. Like, how can I pay you? You know, like, I want to pay you for this because you're doing a great job with this. But like, he's like, nah, you don't have to pay me. It's all good. And I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna make this video as free advertising so other people can pay you. But basically, I was looking at his prices, and I was like, damn, he's only out here charging 16 to 12 fucking bucks for things that look like they're worth hundreds of dollars. Like, people would be looking at his banners and be like, this shit is beautiful. I want this shit on my wall. I want this shit all over my toilet. I want it stamped on my door right there. Like, people want this stuff to be all over the place because it looks so beautiful. And he's out here only pricing it at like $12 to $16. And when I looked at that, I was like, hey, why don't you just like price yourself more? You can sell your services for at least $50. Like, I swear people would not bat an eye to pay you $50 to get a banner custom made just by you for these anime Desu Ubu Chan banners. And he was basically, nah, that shit's not $50. Like, yeah, are you kidding me? I don't think I'm that good. But like, as an outsider perspective, I'm not a graphic designer by any means. I was looking at it and I'm just like a commoner eye. I have that view of a commoner, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, this is beautiful. You should be pricing this more than $12 to $16. And if other people go to your card site and be like, hey, this guy's out here pricing this at $12 to $16. Some people either think it's an absolute steal, but then other people might think it's a catch. But it's quite difficult to say that because they're going to see your banners or samples and they'll be like, oh, this is quite beautiful. And so my suggestion was like, hey, you should probably raise your prices. I feel like this might also help people buy from you more, because they're going to associate your premium product with your premium price, because your price that you put on an item also adds to its overall value. Even though you didn't change anything inherently with that item, if you just increase the price of it, it's going to be quite valuable just by in itself, by increasing that price. And this is something that I feel like OSU people kind of struggle with in the business side of things. Like, I feel like there is a limited belief that OSU players have, where OSU players don't have money. We're all little kids. They're not buying any shit. Okay, then why the fuck is everyone out here buying $100 keyboard for mooting? You're telling me OSU players don't have money? They're out here paying thousands of dollars for their PC, their whole ass room setup. They got their fucking phone, their AirPods. They're buying OSU supporter. You tell me OSU players don't have money? They obviously have money. They're buying all of this stuff. Why can't you be out here and taking some of that more for yourself and valuing yourself more in your own services? And that's kind of my message to Lighis. Like, I feel like you could price yourself more and people will actually buy from you like more, because they're going to associate that premium price and that premium product. This is another side tangent where I feel like Emrek, I don't know how much Emrek makes in terms of the business side for OSU, but I feel like he could literally sell like himself coaching someone one-on-one, like an hour session for $1,000. Like, he could literally like say on Twitter, hey guys, if you want a one-on-one coaching session with me personally, pay me $1,000 on this PayPal and we can get in touch. Like, he could literally fucking do that, and I bet he would make so much money doing that, because he is a one-of-a-kind commodity. He's the number one OSU player. He is so much more ahead than number 2, number 3. Like, he is a one-of-a-kind. Like, there's nobody else out here. His brand out here is quite unbeatable. It's unpriceable. You cannot name a price on it. And he can say $1,000. He can name the price, and people will buy from him. Like, I feel like this is what Emrek could do. If Emrek, you're watching this, you should probably do that. You're actually going to make some easy money doing that. But in this video, I kind of just want to talk about that. It was mainly just free advertising for Lighis. Like, he got some crazy ass shit. He won't let me pay him the $20 fucking $50, whatever the fuck I think his content is valuable for. So I'm going to give him free advertising to give him potential clients to buy his shit. But besides that, I also want to give a call to action that you guys are worth a lot more than you might think. This is also kind of a thing that like Vsauce said, where people are really valuing themselves as like $0. They look at themselves and they're like, damn, I'm a useless piece of shit. How am I worth anything? Why should anyone even pay me? But Vsauce kind of jokingly said, you can sell your kidneys, your liver for like $1,000 on the black market. You're actually worth this much if you value your organs in that way. And that's kind of like a funny way to say it, but at the end of the day, he's also saying something true. You're actually not worth $0. You are quite valuable. You're gonna have skills that you have. If you look at your skills overview, whatever the fuck you're good at, maybe you're really good at OSU. Maybe you're really good at OSU. You're like a 2-digit OSU player out here, but you're not really monetizing that skill. And maybe you might have some other skill. Maybe you're like Lighis and have a crazy graphic design skill, but you don't think you deserve to be paid. But in fact, there are people out there that are going to value your service. But that's kind of just what I wanted to say in this video. I've kind of been very business minded lately because I just been looking for ways on how to make a lot more money than how I am right now. So I kind of just want to give my own tips about that. So I'll see you guys in the next one.